Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Les habla Ismael Azuara y les da la bienvenida a un capítulo más, el número 2 de la temporada 2026 de Zona Bucanera. Bueno, pues ya tenemos calendario de las juveniles, tanto en la juvenil azul como la juvenil oro. Vamos a verlo en todas sus jornadas y bueno, pues donde estamos como locales, donde estamos de visita. Vamos allá. Este es el calendario de la semana 2 de la Liga FADEMAC en su categoría juvenil única. Y bueno, pues los dos juegos que nos interesan allá en las instalaciones del TEC de Monterrey, Campus Estado de México. Los bucaneros van a tener una práctica conjunta en el Corral de Plástico el próximo viernes a las 7 de la noche. Y ya en acciones del 7 de febrero a las 7 de la noche en nuestro estadio del ingeniero Juan Francisco García Piñón, los bucaneros reciben a los Raiders de Arboledas. Y como decía en la introducción, este es el calendario 2026 de la Juvenil Única. Y bueno, pues empieza en el fin de semana del 14 y 15 de marzo con nuestros bucaneros azul visitando a los Carneros Guadalajara. Después en la jornada 2 para los bucaneros azul y 1 para la bucaneros oro. Los dos encuentros serán en nuestro campo de la avenida Lomas Verdes, uno a las 5 de la tarde, otro a las 8 de la noche. Los bucaneros azul recibiendo a Gamos y los bucaneros oro recibiendo a Halcones Rojos de Atizapán. En la jornada 3 de fecha 28 y 29 de marzo, nuevamente las dos categorías van a estar compitiendo en nuestro campo, pero ahora los bucaneros azul van a jugar a las 5 de la tarde, mientras que los bucaneros oro estarán recibiendo a los Colts de Iztapaluca a las 20:30 horas. Y bueno, decir, los bucaneros azul reciben a los Zorros Academy de Querétaro. Luego, en la jornada 4 de fecha 11 y 12 de abril, en nuestro campo del ingeniero Juan Francisco García Piñón, a las 8 de la noche, los bucaneros azul reciben a los espartanos Paidea, mientras que en el estadio Capicenteno Oda, los Spartans Oda reciben a los bucaneros oro. Ya en acciones de la quinta jornada que se va a llevar a cabo el fin de semana 18 y 19 de abril, allá en la Boca del Jaguar, 11 de la mañana, los bucaneros azul irán a visitar a los Jaguares Imex, mientras que en nuestro campo de la avenida Lomas Verdes, bucaneros oro recibirá a los vaqueros de Xochimilco. La jornada 6 también tiene a los bucaneros azul jugando a las 8 de la noche, recibiendo a los Ocesnos, mientras que allá en el estadio de los vecinos Perros Negros, los bucaneros oro estarán visitándolos por ahí de las 11 de la mañana. Jornada 7 y última para bucaneros azul. En el Deportivo Reynosa, los bucaneros azul van a visitar a los Búhos de Azcapotzalco, y en nuestro campo a las 8 de la noche los bucaneros oro estarán recibiendo a los Osos de Toluca. Finalmente, en la jornada 7, recordemos que van desfasados una jornada, los bucaneros oro terminan su temporada allá en Cuernavaca en contra de los Wildcats de Cuernavaca. Bueno, pues hace 15 días se llevó a cabo el primer scrimmage entre nuestra juvenil azul, que tuvo un scrimmage muy interesante en contra de Dragones Rojos. Les preparé unos highlights. Espero que les gusten.
The shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying to chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my tin in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster, set tripping banker, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know.
To start. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that stuff. When I pulled off the lot, that stuff. Right in my town, when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Got a call from my jeweler, this just in. And bitches love me 'cause I'm fucking with their best friends. Not a lesbian, but she a and that's that. Real rap, I let her get high, she want and she feel that. Convertible drop feel, 87 the top pill, back. You know what it is. Yeah, yeah. You know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. If you don't, you should by now. When you see me, you know everything. I put it down, Taylor Gang.
I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get a dollar out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see. Then I'm a motherfucking P.I.M.P. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get a dollar out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see. Then I'm a motherfucking P.I.M.P.
Now shorty, she in the club, she dancing for dollars. She got a thing for that Gucci, that Fendi, that Prada, that BCBG, Burberry, Dolce & Gabbana. She feed them fools fantasies, they pay her cause they want her. I spit a little G, man, and my gang got her. An hour later, had her ass up in the Ramada. Them trick niggas in the ear saying they think about her. I got the bitch by the bar trying to get a drink about her. She like my style, she like my smile, she like the way I talk. She from the country, think she like me cause I'm from New York. I ain't that nigga trying to holler cause I want some head. I'm that nigga trying to holler cause I want some bread. I could care less how she perform when she in the bed. Bitches that track, catch a date and come and pay.
En la sección de Fútbol 101 vamos a ver un video subtitulado donde se explica todas las formaciones ofensivas que se utilizan en la actualidad en el fútbol americano moderno. Vamos a verlo, espero que les guste.
A lot of coaches asked after my last video about how we can run our 3-man route combinations from 2x2. If we're trying to implement best practices and running one play or a few plays many ways, then we don't want to have separate concepts from 3x1 and 2x2. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple ways we can take our trips passing concepts and adapt them to doubles formations without having to change the quarterback's read or install any new concepts. Let's dive in. We're going to start with the simplest answer. It's so simple that it might be cheating because we're going to take this 2x2 formation and we are actually going to motion back to 3x1. There are actually 2 ways that we can motion back to 3x1. The primary way that I see teams motion from 2x2 back to 3x1 to run these same 3 receiver concepts is to take this motion man and run him to the flat with a bubble type of route. So here we have zebra personnel or 11 personnel. We're in south right, and I call this motion F flight because he's flying to the inside receiver alignment, and this is going to be jet right, Y sail. So remember our tags from last video. This is Y sail, so our Y is going to be on the sail route. Our Z is our outside receiver, so he is going to run our blazer, and then our F as our inside receiver is going to run our bubble. So we still have our 3 receiver flood concept on the play side. Our X is our backside receiver, so he's going to run our basic route, and then we have our jet pass protection going to the right, so our running back is still in the protection on the right side of the formation. And this is the most common way that I see motion from 2x2 to 3x1 or vice versa, either jet motion like this or orbit motion, but some type of motion that's going to result in the motion man being the flat control player for the down. But the other way that we can motion from 2x2 back to 3x1 is what I call float motion here. Notice here we've got the Z in motion. This is going to be south right Z float, and we're actually going to go jet left X sail. So float, notice that the Z is going to get a bit farther out of the formation before we actually snap this ball. And so flight means that we are fly motioning to the inside receiver on the opposite side of the formation. Float means that we're going to become the outside receiver. Now, I don't necessarily like for that motion to get all the way outside if we have a stack or we have another receiver out here, because I want to create that switch release at the snap. So we're really going to snap this ball a little bit earlier, but the key here is we do have float motion, so we're going to treat him as if he is the outside receiver. So the concept is still X sail. So we have our X who's going to be on the sail route here. And again, our Z is going to be the outside receiver, which is going to leave our F to run the bubble. And this is why I don't want to snap the ball too early on this motion, because the other way that we can motion to trips is instead of putting our motion man in the flat, he's going to be our deep control player. He's going to be our clear out player. He's going to be on the blazer. So we don't want to snap this ball early, because watch what's going to happen to the release of these routes. Now it's X sail, so our Y is our backside receiver. He's going to be on the basic route, and our protection is jet left, so our running back is going to stay in and block that 6th rusher. But this is the other way that we can motion back to 3-by-1. Instead of putting the Z in the flat like most teams do, he's going to be our clear out defender. But look what we've done to the defense right here. We've gone from a stack check and then we've forced them into a bunch check. He's not getting settled here. We're going to run this route on the run, and he's going to essentially become the new number 2 if we're counting from the sideline out. The F is the number 1. He's going to stay the number 1 on this bubble early in the down, and we're going to get a switch release right here. So the X is going to take an inside release, the F is staying outside, and now the Z is going to split that crease in between them and run our clear out blazer route. So if the bubble holds whoever our flat player is from the bunch, and then the Z is clearing out the corner, maybe the safety, then our X should come wide open on the sail. So motion is the simplest way to repurpose 3 receiver concepts from 2-by-2 formations. Let's just motion back to 3-by-1. But that's not the only way that we can do that. If that's going to be our MO, then defenses are going to know whenever we line up in 2-by-2 that it's either a run or motion if they're going to pass. But if they snap the ball without motion, then it's not a pass. So we do need to be able to adapt our 3 receiver concepts to 2-by-2 without having to motion. That's what our final 2 variations are going to entail. So if I'm not going to recreate my 3 receiver surface pre-snap, but I want to keep my 3 receiver concept post-snap, then I'm going to have to recreate that 3rd receiver at some point. And one of the easiest ways we can do that without motion is to bring him from the other side of the formation. And since we're not running a regular cross concept, we can easily accomplish that with a shallow cross. So here we're still in south right. We don't have any motion. We're still going to be in our jet left protection, and we're going to run F sail Y shallow. So now the concept is F sail. Our F is going to run the sail route. Now notice we only have 1 receiver left. We don't have to worry about inside or outside here, who's inside, who's outside relative to our tag, because we're already accounting for our flat with the shallow route. So our X is going to have the blazer, and then we're going to get our 3-level flood concept. Our backside receiver here is the Z, so he's going to have our backside route. How does he know that he's the backside receiver? Because he was not tagged. The Y was tagged for the shallow route, not the Z. So the Z is going to run the basic, and then our check down from our running back, checking the left side of the protection because we are in our jet left protection. Now we've stuck to sail thus far in the video. The motion 2-3-by-1 would work with quick game concepts like stick as well, but this shallow concept is not going to. The downside of the shallow variation is just timing. It's going to be totally fine for a 5-step, 7-step drop back passing game. By the time the shallow gets to the play side flat, that's when the quarterback would need to be making that read, making that throw. But if we're operating on 3-step quick game timing, then he's just not going to be there in time. Before we get to the solution for that, I put together a free PDF of all 4 variations we're talking about. We've got our 2 motions, we've got our shallow, and then we have our final way of the 3 ways we can run our 3 receiver concepts from 2-by-2 formations. And the answer for if we want to attack the flat quickly enough for 3-step timing while we're staying in 2-by-2, we have to get the running back out of the backfield and let him become that 3rd man in the concept. So here, instead of jet protection, we're going to be in scat protection because that is our 5-man protection. We're going to go quick scat left to let the O-line know that this is quick timing, let the quarterback know it's quick timing. So we're going to be in quick scat left, F stick, Y bow. Now we can coach the running back up a couple different ways. What I like to teach him means for scat protection means that I'm in the flat on the play side. Where's the play side? It's to the left because it is scat left protection. So he is going to be in the play side flat, and he's actually going to be the number 1 read because this is stick. It's F stick, so our F is going to be on the arrow route, and then that leaves our X as the only other receiver play side who can be running the blazer route. Now remember, a whole key up to this point has been not changing anything for the quarterback. And part of that not changing anything so far has been the running back being our check down. So if I'm replacing a player in the play side flat that I don't have in that formation, whether we haven't motioned to him, whether we're not shallow crossing him to that area, if the running back is replacing him, somebody has to replace the running back, and that's where we're running our Y bow concept backside. It sounds like a new concept, but all we're really saying, we're tagging which receiver is running the true check down and the other receiver is still on the basic. So if this is Y bow here, that's going to still put our Z on the basic, and then it's not even a new route. It's still an arrow on the backside here for our Y. He's just not the second read in the progression. He would actually be 4th here, and the basic would be 3rd because our blazer on the play side is going to be alerted. But if you go back to the last video, or you go back to the PDF from the last video, you're going to see a very similar concept when we were in 3x1. We've got our play side flat, we've got our play side arrow for our horizontal stretch on the outside backer, the curl flat defender. We've got our blazer over the top, and then we have a backside high-low with the basic and our check over that's now been replaced with the arrow route. Now, this is also a great way to adapt the sail concept that we looked at earlier, is we can still put our H, our running back, as the play side flat. We could run F sail here just the same with a Y bow backside. Now, I know the hang up for a lot of coaches is going to be the 5-man protection part, but it's really not as scary as you think. The data backs it up, and if you want to learn more about that and some different coaching points specifically for 5-man protection instead of 6,
Amigos, amigas, así fue como llegamos al final de este capítulo 2, recordándoles, suscríbanse al canal de YouTube. Muy pronto vamos a tener información del canal de TikTok y por supuesto pues sigan las noticias a través de la página de Facebook y también en nuestro sitio en Instagram. Mi nombre es Ismael Azuara, me despido, no dejen de ver el Super Bowl, la verdad que va a ser un gran partido el próximo domingo a las 5 de la tarde. Pues por mi parte es todo, nos vemos la próxima semana.